So, from your point of view, the film, does it come together in the editing? Do you get a real sense of what the film is going to look like during filming? Or is it something where you really have to wait and see the final cut?
Yeah, you have to wait and see the final cut. It changed a lot during the edit process, in part because the edit process was so split. Prior, we had a sales agent. It was one way, then we went to Cannes, found a sales agent, or they found us. And then, of course, it goes in someone else's hands who's their take on it. And then you get big American sound designs crew on it, and fortunately a little bit more money thrown at it for the sort of the high-end value. So things changed enormously.
And did you, when you saw the film at the end, did you think to yourself that, you delivered on the brief and all the objectives you had for it?
Yes, and that's hugely Steve, who ended up moving to America. It's a hard slog. It really is. I think it makes TV a lot simpler and more contained. This kind of had no sort of finite point until the very end. So it's kind of a very demanding process. And yes, it does come together in the end.
And so you haven't seen the final cut yet, is that right?
No.
Okay, so this interview is pre the premiere, which is on the 6th of August at the Prince Charles Cinema.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See what I did there?
6th of August at the Prince Charles Cinema.
Great. So, what are you expecting, hoping for? Is it strange, and this must be a question you're asked a lot, looking back at something that you worked on and then seeing yourself as a character playing out this story on stage? Are you comfortable with that? Do you like watching yourself?
Yeah, it's something that you have to do as an actor, as part of your job, to watch your work and make sure that you improve on it every time. It's something that I did at drama school in class, that we would be forced to look at our work. So it's normal.
I like that.
Yeah. At first, you're, sort of vain and don't want to see yourself, like you don't want to hear yourself on answer messages, but then you get used to it, and it's a craft at the end of the day that needs to be worked on. So it's fine. I think it's good that there's a space between having done it and then watching it, because actually when you do have that space, you can enjoy it more as a fictional, as an experiential watching a film for the first time. You kind of forget that it's you, or what take was your favourite take and they didn't use it. Like, none of that matters anymore, because you're watching it fresh and you've forgotten most of what you did anyway, so you can enjoy it.
Definitely. I think also, it's always weird. You get used to it, but it's always a little bit weird. It's just one of those things, you'll look at yourself and you think, oh, I didn't know my ears did that when I spoke, or, those sort of things. From a vanity level, it can be a little bit like, I shouldn't pull that face again. But you just get used to it. It's not that bad.
Do you get more nervous when you're watching film stuff than when you're going on stage? Like when you're in the audience of a film that you've been in? Mm-hmm. Like, cause I've been to things and I've been literally shaking before my first scene comes on, because I know it's coming. Because I've read the script and I know where it starts, where I come into it, and I'm worried about the first scene, and then I relax once I've seen that.
To be honest, it's really dependent on what the project is.
If it was rubbish, then you're worried.
Well, kind of, or if you don't really mind about it, it was a long time ago, I don't know, it's kind of, I think it depends how precious you are with that role, that character, or what you want out of that project. Like, when it's more important to you, I think that's when it becomes more nerve-wracking, because obviously you want everybody else to like it, and you want to feel good about it and all those things, so that can be quite nerve-wracking, I think.
I think I find it more nerve-wracking because when I'm doing a play, you're still kind of in control of your performance until you've done it.
Well, and also when you're doing a play, you're in the play, so that's what you're focusing on. Whereas when you're watching something you've done,
you're in the audience.
You're totally like in your head going, oh my god, is this going to be alright?
Yeah.
Am I going to survive?
Yeah,
this?
you're not working anymore.
Yeah.
Which is a different thing to be
a
a character.
it's completely different. So.
Do you get nervous on set the same way? I mean, it's not the same as going out on stage, right? But do you get nervous running your lines in the filming process? Or is it more mechanical sometimes?
No, yeah.
I mean, only if there's a massive scene that, you know, that maybe is the pivotal point and a lot is riding on it. In terms of, you know, shooting and stuff, I don't really get nervous. But if like the film is riding on that bit,
Yeah.
that, you know, there's a lot of pressure. Or if you're under a huge time constraint, you know, that can be quite nerve-wracking.
Or if you end up doing the scene or the take again and again, and you're clearly not getting what the director wants you to convey, then that can be quite disconcerting.
But it's different from nerves, though. I think that feeling.
Yeah,
It's
that's
it's
working
a different
into it.
experience, really.
And you all got on